Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May peace, mercy, and blessings be with you all. Welcome everyone to our new series, Easy Good Deeds, based on the book written by Mufti Taqi Usmani. May Allah prolong his life, Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen, in which he discusses 81 good deeds. In addition to this introductory episode, I will be doing 81 episodes covering each deed in one episode. Before getting into that, I'd like to talk about 8 reasons why it's important for us to learn these deeds, implement them, and then share them with others as well. In the second part of this episode, I will mention 4 disclaimers, 4 points to keep in mind before embarking on this journey. So first and foremost, let's talk about the 8 reasons why these easy good deeds are so important. Number 1, the purpose of our life is to worship Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, that man and jinn have been created for no other purpose except to worship Allah. Worship does not entail only the 5 obligatory acts of believing in Allah, in praying 5 times a day, performing Hajj, fasting, and paying zakat, and other obligations that are there. But the ibadah is all inclusive, includes everything from waking up to sleeping, eating, using the bathroom, speaking to our loved ones, spending time with our spouses. These are all acts of ibadat. Working, studying, working out. These are all acts of ibadat. And our purpose is to use every moment in our life and make it a means of worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These easy good deeds will enable us to accomplish that goal. Number 2, we will understand through these easy good deeds that we have a very limited time to gain the maximum reward. This limited time will give us an unlimited pleasure in the hereafter if we utilize it properly. With very little effort in this world, we can accomplish great things in the next life. These easy good deeds, their virtues, and the words of Rasulullah ﷺ and the injunctions from the Quran will teach us how valuable these easy good deeds are. Number 3, we will be able to strike balance in our life. We've been going through our life doing all the things that we need to do to survive, to live. We eat, we sleep. But if we're able to bring these easy good deeds into our life, we'll be able to strike such a beautiful balance and create such harmony in our actions that when we perform them, not only will we be fulfilling the needs that we have, the natural needs that we have, but we will also be doing them for the sake of Allah, according to the sunnah of Rasulullah, and gaining reward in the akhirah by doing the same exact action, but just tweaking it in our approach, tweaking it in our intention. Number 4, there's a great misconception that Islam is difficult. And through these easy good deeds, we'll be able to compare the actions that are required in Islam and the reward, the output they will grant us, and the comfort they will give us in this life and in the hereafter, in the next life. We will be able to compare the actions that we do for our worldly gains. We went to school for 12, 13, 14 years, and then if you want to include college, master's, and PhD, 18 to 20 years of schooling, waking up every day, an hour before school, coming home, doing homework, and all the sacrifices we made to get what? To get a job, to make a living, to get some money, and that all of that is limited. It will end, and there's huge sacrifice behind it. Well, when we compare them to these easy good deeds, we'll be able to see that even beyond these easy good deeds, the normal acts are obligatory acts which do require some effort. Even they fall short in terms of the sacrifice, comparatively speaking, to the things that we have done for this world. And it will make us understand that that is nothing but a misconception that Islam is hard or our faith is difficult, but rather Allah has made it very easy for us to ascend the heights and get closer to Him by doing much less than the sacrifice we are doing for this world. Number 5 is that these easy good deeds will teach us that without any very little time And with no money, we are able to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and please Allah azza wa jal through these easy good deeds. Number 6, the currency in the akhirah is easy good deeds. The currency in the akhirah is not dollars, is not any other gold or silver or Bitcoin. The only thing that matters in the akhirah are good deeds, bad deeds. When a person if there's a person you have harmed and they come to get even with you on the day of judgment, you will be sacrificing your good deeds. And if you run out of good deeds, you will be taking their bad deeds. The only thing that matters is mine and your deeds in the akhirah. This is the only way we will be transacting, and it is based on that we will have our status in the hereafter, whether it will be paradise or worse, or in the worst place. May Allah protect us all and grant us the highest status. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen in Jannatul Firdaus. Number 7, the companion's attitude. Through these easy good deeds, we will be able to build a lifestyle and attitude that the companions had. Rasulullah had mentioned a reward for the individual who reads the Salatul Janaza, gets 1 qirat, and if they accompany the body till the graveyard, they will get 2 qirats. This narration was mentioned by Abu Hurairah radiallahu an to another companion, Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu an, who then goes to Aisha radiallahu anha to confirm if that was accurate. And this shows, number 1, a lifestyle or an attitude about verifying the words of Rasulullah, acting upon the words of Rasulullah, taking them seriously, understanding what Rasulullah wants and what Allah wants, and being serious about that. After Aisha radiallahu anha confirmed this, we find another attitude that's missing from us. When Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu anhu makes a statement, he says, "Alas, or woe be to me that I have missed out on so many good deeds, so many actions in the past that I could have gained so much reward." You and I, we have regrets for missing out on money, missing out on investment opportunities, whether it's the stock market, whether it's a business. We talk about missing out on those opportunities or traveling, any of these luxurious things. But the attitude of the companions was missing out on good deeds. And these easy good deeds will help us understand that and create value for that. And finally, number 8, that these easy good deeds, the doors for performing any deed will close once we die. That's it. There's no other way to gain good deeds. Either we stop existing, meaning we die, our soul is taken out of our body, or the sun rises from the west. As mentioned, these are the only 2 ways actions will completely stop. There will be no more acceptance of actions. And we have the chance. These easy good deeds will help us realize that we have the opportunity right now while we're alive to perform these easy good deeds. The only way after our death we're able to gain reward is Sadaqatul Jariyah, and some of these easy good deeds will touch upon those perpetual good deeds that we can engage in as well. Now I'd like to finish this episode by turning our attention to the last segment of it, which is to talk about the 4 disclaimers or 4 points to keep in mind before we embark on this journey of performing these easy good deeds. Number 1 is that it's not limited to the 81 good deeds. That's just what the author was able to compile. There's a lot more in the Quran, in the Hadith, that are numerous other good deeds that can be done, easy good deeds that can be done. It's not limited to these 81. Number 2, that we need to understand the difference between nafil and fard. We need to understand that these easy good deeds are all optional ibadats. Why aren't the 5 pillars mentioned? Why aren't obligations mentioned? Because the objective is twofold here. For those individuals who are performing their obligations, these easy good deeds is to open the world of good deeds that can be done to become closer to Allah, to become better human beings, and to be the best person that we can be, to present ourselves before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and again increase our reward aside from the obligations, to fill our life with good deeds. For those individuals, the second type, who don't have these obligations or have some form of them, these good deeds will help us will enable us to increase our iman, increase our faith, clean our hearts, so that we're more inclined to doing these good deeds, to the extent that obligations become second nature to us and we desire to do them along with these easy good deeds. One thing to understand is that no matter how many nafil ibadats a person does, an optional worships that a person does, they will never equivalent to an obligatory act of worship. So that is something as a disclaimer to keep in mind while engaging in these easy good deeds. Number three, to understand that forgiveness is not going to be attained for major sins through easy good deeds. The only way to attain forgiveness for major sins is tawbah, is repentance. That's it. Is to ask Allah sincerely for forgiveness, not to return back, and to continue on doing good. And these easy good deeds will not compensate for any major sin that was committed, whether it was a crime, a forbidden act that was done, or a negligence on of the person in regards to obligatory acts that were not performed. These easy good deeds will not compensate for those obligatory acts. They have to be made up. Qada has to be done of them, whether it's zakat, whether it's salah, or harming someone or taking their wealth, that wealth has to be returned, or donation has to be given. If the person is deceased, and ask Allah, oh Allah, grant the reward for this donation to the person who has died, who I had harmed, and do not take me to account on the day of judgment. So those things require tawbah, require other actions. We will not be compensated through easy good deeds. And finally, that we should not consider any good deed small. Rasulullah ﷺ has clearly mentioned in hadith that do not وَلَا تَحْقِرَنَّ, that do not belittle, do not make insignificant min al-ma'rufi, from any good deed, shay'a, from any good deed. Do not think that they are insignificant, they are small. And he mentioned a beautiful action of a companion, of his own and the companions, that they used to meet each other smiling in a cheerful manner. And he said, وَلَوْ أَن تَلْقَ أَخَاقَ بِوَجْهٍ طَلِقٍ, that even if you were to meet your brother or sister in a cheerful manner, smiling manner, do not consider that as a small deed. In the eyes of Allah, these deeds are huge. Their reward is superb and magnificent, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He gives it to us, we will wish on that day, oh Allah, return me back to this world so that I may smile once more to my Muslim brother or sister. May I do one more good deed, easy good deed, because of the reward that you have given. And it's just something that I could not have ever imagined. And so may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to take benefit from these easy good deeds. May He allow us to embark on this journey together and complete the course. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us better human beings and Muslims through it, and allow us to be united in Jannatul Firdaus through them. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.